Dear students, we will continue with the Euclidean domain topic, that is your common paper. Okay, you just recall the definition of Euclidean domain. Euclidean domain R is a commutative integral domain in which there is defined an integer value function d. How? Such that for every non-zero member of R, we define d of a, right? How d of a should be greater than or equal to 0, and d of ab, the positiveness, d of ab should be greater than or equal to d of a for all a comma b belongs to R. And third one is division algorithm. The d of a is always positive for a not equal to 0, belongs to R. Third one is for a comma b belongs to R with a not equal to 0, factor not equal to 0 irbeku. I shall take the factors b and b, when you divide a by b, q is a quotient and r is a remainder. A equal to bq plus r, b not equal to 0 with b not equal to 0, right? There exist members or elements q and r belongs to R such that, this division algorithm which you have studied in number theory. A is equal to bq plus r. A is equal to bq plus r only, remainder is r, where the remainder r is either 0 or d value of r is less than d value factor d value of b. This is your Euclidean domain definition. And Euclidean domain R is a commutative integral domain in which there exists an integer value function d on the non-zero members of R, satisfying the following conditions: d of a greater than or equal to 0 for every a not equal to 0 in R, d of ab greater than or equal to d of a for all ab belongs to R. And third one is division algorithm. For a comma b belongs to R with b not equal to 0, there exists q and r belongs to R such that a equal to bq plus r. When a is divided by b, q is the quotient, r is the remainder, where remainder r is either 0 or d value of r is less than d value of b. And this is our definition of an Euclidean domain. After defining Euclidean domain, you have shown that every ideal I of a Euclidean domain R is of the form RA and the prove ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು. I equal to RA, right? For some A belongs to R. Every ideal of an Euclidean domain is of the form RA, and then multiple of A generated by A. That's what you have proved. Every ideal of an Euclidean domain is generated by a single element A, right? Or it is of the form RA. RA is a set of all multiples of A where X belongs to R. This is what you have proved. Following this proposition, you have proved that an Euclidean domain possesses unit element. One belongs to R. Identity element belongs to R. This is what you have proved. Okay. Then you have solved a problem d of A equal to d of 1. And you have found the units of ring of Gaussian integers. Ring of Gaussian integers is z plus iz. Right? You have shown that all the units of ring of Gaussian integers are nothing but plus or minus 1 and plus or minus I. These are the units. Fine. Units of Gaussian ring. Ali tanaka hogidevalla. Today we shall take two results. Only two results. We'll move in a very systematic order, not in a hurry. Okay. That R be an Euclidean domain and AB belongs to R. If A is a proper divisor of B, then prove that D of A is strictly less than D of B. What do you mean by proper divisor of B? A is a divisor of B, first of all. A is a divisor of B, but A is not equal to B. A equal to B is the proper improper divisor. Right? Improper divisor. Proper andre A cannot be equal to B. And it is not equal to 1 also. Not equal to 1. Neither 1 nor B. Fine. A is a proper divisor of B. A divides B, but A is not equal to B. Then D value of A should be less than, strictly less than D value of B. This is the theorem. Okay. Okay. Let us prove the result. The proposition. Cool agi study ಮಾಡಿ cool agi ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿದ್ರು. Let R be an Euclidean domain. Let R, capital R, be an Euclidean domain. ED ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. Euclidean domain. Fine. Assume that A and B are the two members of R. AB belongs to R. Right? Next, assume that A is a proper divisor of B. Okay. Let A be a proper divisor of B. A be a proper divisor of B. Fine. That is A divides B. But A not equal to B. You know the definition of divisibility. A divides B and B is equal to some AC. For some C belongs to R. For some C belongs to R. Right? For some C belongs to R. A divides B and A divides B and B equal to AC. Divisibility and ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು. We have made the definition of divisibility here also in the ring theory also. Fine? Okay. B equal to AC ಆಯಿತು. ಈಗ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ ನೋಡುವ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸಿ. ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ. ರೈಟ್? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಡಿಯನ್ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್. ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸಿ ಬೈ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಡಿಯನ್ ಡೊಮೈನ್ it is greater than or equal to D value of A ಆಯಿತು. ಆರ್ ಇದನ್ನು ರೀರೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಚಿಕ್ಕದು? ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್. ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ. ರೈಟ್? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಈಸ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಅದರ್ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್. Right? It is a least or it is a minimum. Right? Call this as 1. What do you want to prove here? You want to prove that D of A is strictly less than D value of B. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗೇ ಆಯಿತು. ನೀವು ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ರೈಟ್? ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೂವ್? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್? ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಇಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ D value of A cannot be equal to D value of B. Suppose D value of A is not equal to D value of B, what is left out choice? D value of A is strictly less than D value of B. Your proof is going to be completed if you prove that D value of A is not equal to D value of B. Fine? Okay. This is our claim. Claim ಅಂದರೆ we want this ಅಂತ. We want ಅಂದರೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? If you say that we want, you have to prove it. Okay? Assume the contrary. If possible, ಇದನ್ನು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೀವು. You have to establish the claim. You have to prove this. If possible, let D value of A be equal to D value of B ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವ. D value of B equal to D value of A. B first B ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ D value of B is equal to D value of A. No problem. Okay. Equal ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. They are equal. Equal ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಈಗ? For any A belongs to R, you have proved that every ideal of I of Euclidean domain is of the form RA. Every ideal is of the form RA ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ. For any A belongs to R, RA is an ideal of R. RA ಅಂದರೆ every member is a multiple of A is an ideal of R. Okay, recall from your memory that every ideal of an Euclidean domain is of the form RA. It is an ideal of R. ಓಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂತ ಉಂಟು ಈಗ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಉಂಟು. ನಾವು ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಸಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಿ ಎ ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೋದಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಡಿಯನ್ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಾಮಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ರಿಂಗ್. ಅದು ಕಾಮಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟಗ್ರಲ್ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಕಾಮಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ರಿಂಗ್. ಕಾಮಿಟೇಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಎ ಸಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಓಕೆ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಎ ಅಂದರೆ ರೈಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಬಂತು, ರೈಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಇಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಆದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಎ. Every member of RA is a right multiple of A. Right multiple of A. Every member of RA, right? Every member of RA. RA ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? RA ಅಂದರೆ set of all XA. It is multiplied from the right by A for X belongs to R. Correct? So CA ಅಂದರೆ it's a multiple of A, so it belongs to RA. CA belongs to RA. Right? This implies what? Your B equal to CA. B belongs to RA. B belongs to RA. Is all right? B belongs to RA. Okay. Now, for any X belongs to RA, ಈ ಸೆಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದೆನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ A. ಯಾಕೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್. ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ದ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದೆನ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಆಯಿತು. ಬಟ್ ಬೈ ಯುವರ್ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಯು ಸೆಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ is equal to d value of b. Is that it? D value of A is equal to d value of b. So what is the consequence? So what? So d of b is smaller than or equal to d value of x, right? That is, I am rewriting this step. D value of b is less than or equal to d value of x. Right? For what x? For any x. For any x belongs to RA, d value of b is less than or equal to d value of x. ಅಂದರೆ d value of b is minimum. For any x it is true. For any x it is true ಅಂದರೆ d value of b should be minimum. It is the least. It is the minimum in RA. d value of b is minimum in RA. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಹಗ್ಗ ಜಗ್ಗಾಟ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, you have already said that d value of A is minimum. D value of A minimum, D value of B is minimum. ಎರಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು. If both are minimum, then by 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು? D value of A is minimum ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಈಗ D value of B is minimum in RE ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. D of A is minimum, D of B minimum. Therefore, it follows from 1 that RA should be equal to RB. ಎರಡು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಆಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆರ್ ಎ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಬಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಆರ್ ಎ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಬಿ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಎ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಎ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಎ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಎ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ. ಎ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಎ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಬಿ. ಆರ್ ಬಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಎವ್ರಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ, ಕೆ ಬಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲೈಸ್ ಎ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ. ನಾನು ಬಿ ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕೆ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ಕೆ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್. ಇಫ್ ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕೆ, ಬಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ಸ್ ಎ ಆಯಿತು. ಬಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ಸ್ ಎ, ರೈಟ್? ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್? ಬಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ಸ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಡಿಕ್ಷನ್. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ಡ್? ಎ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಡಿವೈಸರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಎ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ. A is a proper divisor of B, means A is not equal to B. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? B is a divisor of A. It's a contradiction to the fact that it's a contradiction. It is something against the fact. It is a contradiction as A is a proper divisor of B. A is smaller than B. A is a proper divisor of B ಅಂದರೆ A is smaller than B. A is a proper divisor of B. It's a contradiction as A is a proper divisor of B. Therefore, B cannot divide A. Right? Why this contradiction? It is due to your wrong assumption that D of A equal to D of B. Or D of B equal to D of A. Therefore, your D of A and D of B cannot be equal. Claim is established. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ ಹಾಗೆ hence the claim ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೋದು ನೀವು. hence the claim. ನೀವು ಏನು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ? You said you want D of A not equal to D of B. Now you are proving it. So claim is established ಅಂದರೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. D of A not equal to D of B. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎರಡು ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, D of A less than or equal to D of B ಇತ್ತು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ರೂಲ್ಡ್ ಔಟ್. ಆಗ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ D of A is strictly less than D of B, which we wanted to prove. We wanted to prove that D of A is strictly less than D value of B. Okay, la? Fine. Is that right? Okay. I just add one more small result today. Nothing more. The ಸಣ್ಣ result ಕೊಡುವ ನೋಡಿ. Before, okay, I'll make the statement here. The statement is this. Another proposition. Just another small proposition for you. Let R be an Euclidean domain. R be an Euclidean domain, ED. Then any A belongs to R, any element of R, which is not a unit, any element of R which is not a unit can be expressed as a product of irreducible elements. Please read the statement. Let R be an Euclidean domain, then any A belongs to R which is not a unit can be expressed as a product of irreducible elements. Can you get me the definition of irreducible element? Can you define an irreducible element? Can you define an irreducible element here? What is an irreducible element? Have a look at the definition. An element A belongs to R is called irreducible or irreducible element if A is not a unit. A is not a unit in R. Please refer to your earlier notes. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು A ಅಂತ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ. Okay. In the notes which I have sent to you, right? Under the definition, here irreducible element is the definition ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ A was missing, is not a unit ಅಂತ ಮಾತ್ರ ಉಂಟು. Please go to that place and bring correction. Please refer to irreducible element definition and include this correction, adopt this correction. ಏನದು? An element A belongs to R is called an irreducible element if. ಇಲ್ಲಿ A ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಿದನು. A is not a unit in R. A is not a unit. ಇದು ಇರ್ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ದ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಆರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಇದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡಿ. An element A belongs to R is called a unit when an element A belongs to R is called a unit if there exists B belongs to R such that A into B is equal to 1, B is the multiplicative inverse of A. If B is the multiplicative inverse of A, we call A as a unit. A is a unit, otherwise it is called regular element. A is also called regular element or unit in R if its multiplicative inverse exists in R. So A irreducible element ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ it cannot be unit. It cannot be unit in R, right? the only divisors of A should be either units or associates. When do you say that A is an associate of B? You say that A is an associate of B if A is unit times B. That is when A divides B as well as B divides A, both are true. If A divides B and B divides A, both are true, or A is unit times B, then we say that A is an associate of B. E is an associate ಅನ್ನೋದು reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Every element is an associate of itself. Whenever A is an associate of B, B is also an associate of A. If A is an associate of B, B is an associate of C, then A is an associate of C. So reflexivity, symmetry and transitivity, all the three are satisfied. This relation of associates is an equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. Right? So ಯಾವಾಗ irreducible ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? If A is not a unit and its only divisors are units and associates. So I'll go to the result now. Let R be an Euclidean domain. Then any A belongs to R which is not a unit can be expressed as a product of irreducible element. Okay. We'll start the proof here. We have to finish it as quick as possible. Proof. Suppose A itself is irreducible. If A is irreducible, then there is nothing to prove. If A is irreducible, nothing to prove. There is nothing to prove. The notes will go nothing to prove. Right? If A is not irreducible, then it is reducible ಅಂತ ಆಯಿತು. Reducible ಅಂದರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. 8 is reducible. 8 is 4 into 2. It is reducible. Right? ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 is irreducible. 2 cannot be further reduced. Right? Okay. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, if A is irreducible, there is nothing to prove. Otherwise ಅಂದರೆ ಎಂತ? Otherwise ಅಂದರೆ A is reducible. A reducible ಆದರೆ A has a proper, it has a proper divisor. A has a proper divisor. A has a proper divisor, say B ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. B is a divisor of A. What do you mean by proper divisor? B is not equal to A, it divides A. Right? B not equal to A, but B divides A. B divides A ಆದರೆ divisibility definition ಹೋಗಿ. What is the divisibility definition says? B divides A if A equal to BC. If A equal to BC, right? With the D value of B less than D value of the D value of A, one ನಿಮಿಷ, by a proposition ಅಲ್ಲ, one second. Please look at the previous proposition. We are using this proposition at this stage. ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪ್ರಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಫ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಡಿವೈಸರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ, ದೆನ್ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಈ ಪ್ರಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಈಗ. ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ. ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸಿ ವಿತ್ ದ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಸಿ, D value of C is also less than D value of A by the previous proposition. ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ by a known proposition ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. Known proposition. This is exactly the previous proposition. Right? If A is a proper divisor of B, if A is a proper divisor of B, right, then D value of A is strictly less than D value of B. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ B is a divisor of A, proper divisor of A. So D value of B less than D value of C. A. C is a proper divisor of A. So D value of C is less than D value of A. ಸರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ? Okay. D value of A. Fine. Okay. So ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಬಂತು ನೀವು? A equal to BC ತನಕ ಬಂತು. A equal to BC. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, if B and C are irreducible, your job is over. If B and C are irreducible, A equal to BC is a required decomposition. A equal to BC is a required decomposition. ಅಂದರೆ every element A belongs to R can be expressed as a product of irreducible elements. If B and C are irreducible, it is a required decomposition, your job is over. If B and C are not irreducible, that means if B or C is not irreducible, then it is reducible. It is further reducible, then we can continue the argument. We can write, if B is irreducible, reducible, it has got factors. We can write B is equal to some E into F. If B is reducible, some factors are there for B. E divides B, F divides B. Or E divides B and B equal to EF. Right? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪುನಃ ಅದೇ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ E is a proper divisor of B, D value of E is less than D value of B. If F is a proper divisor of B, then D value of F is less than D value of B. Okay? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, just think about this. I am going to conclude the proof now. Proof is going to be concluded. ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು, D value of B is less than D value of A ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಾವು. ಈಗ ಏನಾಯಿತು, D value of E is less than D value of B. ಹೀಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಫೈನ್, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್? D value of E less than D value of B. Similarly for other one, ಇದು ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ. D value is going to decrease here. Since D value of the factors are strictly decreasing, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, are strictly decreasing after a finite number of stages. After a finite number of stages, all the factors will be irreducible. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, A equal to BC ಆಯಿತು. If B is irreducible, you are writing B equal to EF, C equal to GH, right? ಪುನಃ ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಇರೋದು 8 ಆಯಿತು, ರೈಟ್? ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಐ ಪುಟ್ ಇಟ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, since D values of the factors are strictly decreasing after a finite number of steps, all the factors which are going to arrive here are going to be irreducible. Thus, we are expressing A as a product of irreducible elements. Hence a proof. Okay? Then ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಲ every step ಅಲ್ಲಿ you are going to relate the D value of A with the D value of factor. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ D value of factor ಅಂದರೆ B is a factor. Bಗೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಯಾವುದು? E is a factor. E is a factor of B. D value of E less than D value of B. ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್, ಅದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಬಲ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಪುನಃ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. After certain stage, each factor will be irreducible. ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ each factor is going to be irreducible. 2, 3, 5, 7 ಇದ್ದರೆ each factor is going to be irreducible. Thus, our A will be expressed as a product of irreducible elements. So, proof is completed. So, I am going to send the notes of these two, right, along with the video. Study it well, listen to the discussion. In case you have any doubts, please clarify. Thank you.